Oxygen 30%.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Occupy Mars. We are back on Mars. We're just hitting the first autosave of the week. I've actually run into a couple of problems this week so far. One of them's a recording problem. I've actually already recorded the first 3 episodes of this week already. I am now having to re-record them. So I'm going to try and do the same of what I've already done again. But, well, again, yeah, not good, is the short answer. Anyway, let's load up the, what we were doing in the back end of the last one was, getting all of these on board. I'm pretty sure that one there I can't pick up. I did test that, in the first recording session this week already. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to do some mining probably in the next couple of episodes. Get some gear together. I've got some plans for the next few episodes. Hopefully do a little bit better than I did the first playthrough. But yeah, I think we're also on a newer version of the game. I'm pretty sure version 134.2 is a new version of the game. I think we're going to pick up the rest of these, and then we're going to come back on a mining day and mine up the rest of them. But for now, we'll just collect the rest of them for now. Right, so let's get the camera up and running. Let's well, actually, what we need to do is I need to turn off the lights. Got one of the lights on, which is this one. No, it's not. It's that one. There we go. Alrighty, let's pick up all of these and we'll load up and then we'll head back to home base. I've got some plans. I want to do some gardening or some botany stuff. I'm not exactly sure how much more of this we can fit into the back, but we'll try and get the rest of this all on board. There's a few other bits and pieces I want to try out as well, like doing some recycling of some of our old gear which we've currently got, which might be wise. Also, I've realised the thing isn't filling up on our right hand side there. Could just be a bit of a bug maybe. I think I can grab that one if I get low enough to it. Ooh, maybe it's just no. No. Oh, yes, yes. I had it there as well. Right, let's get a little bit closer then. See how many more of these we can get in, and then we'll come back here, I think, tomorrow. That should be close enough. Yeah, and we'll finish off the rest of these. Well, we'll finish off the rest of the rocks tomorrow. We'll come out for like a proper mine day. Why can't I grab this? There we go. I think we can grab this one now. Once we can't buy any more, and we'll take it back, and then we'll go from there. I think those two aren't going to fit. If I remember rightly from my first time doing this week's episodes, they didn't fit. Keep on pressing all of the wrong buttons. I did this on my first playthrough as well. I forgot which buttons do what. Yeah, so we can't put those two in, so that's fine. I'll put those two back together over there. We'll come back for those two. Transport mode, turn off the camera, let's head back home. But yeah, we'll come over here and we'll mine up a few of these big rocks and stuff like that as well. We've got quite a few rocks I wanna sort of mine out. We'll maybe do like a whole day's worth of mining out over here, so we'll get those done. Not today though. We're gonna spend a lot of time in base. I'm also going to go over a few bits and pieces which I've learnt during the first recording session, I've done some more experiments on the wind turbines. So I can throw some stats at you now. Also, we're gonna relearn some of them again today, and I'm gonna redesign some stuff too. So, gonna be an exciting beginning of the week. Don't know what I'm gonna do for the end of the week yet, but we'll figure that out eventually. Right. Plenty of oxygen. Right, let's get out. Right, we're gonna leave this here for a bit. We're gonna head inside though. We're gonna do some botany stuff. That really does jump back quick, don't it? But anyway, yeah, we should have a lot more stuff in here now. A lot less than what I'm actually used to, because I actually had a lot more stuff in here. Also need to reorganize some bits and pieces. Iron can go there. We've got some more iron there. Yeah, I had a lot more stuff in here. Actually, we had more silicon, believe it or not, than we do now. That's all right. So, let's head inside. So yeah, I've done some experiments with the wind turbines. Hopefully, if we do get the same weather events in about a day's time or so, I will give you some more stats on those, but I'll give you them now anyway. We had a storm. We actually did some experiments on how much this produces in storm, which is actually a dust devil or a tornado. These produce about like 90 kh. This thing currently produces the minute it produces 1. I think it was 6. Was it 6? I'm sure it was 6. I would have to actually, well, I can't actually go back and check the video, which sort of sucks. Is this thing even wired in? Yeah, it is. What are you wired into? The last one. Last one. Oh, I'm the wrong one. That's why. Yeah, so it's the last one here. So I think it did about 6. I'd have to see if the storm comes along again, just so I can document it myself, because I actually don't really remember. Yeah, one of the plans is to actually power the base off of wind. We're going to be doing something in Wednesday's video. Possibly. It might come a bit sooner, it might come a bit later, but that's the video I'm going to plan on doing that back in again. I have a feeling we're going to have to... well, I'm going to start powering bits and pieces off of wind. One for experiment reasons, the other being... I want to power sort of critical but non-critical stuff, such as the rocket launchers. I want the main base power being this, literally going to the main base. So yeah, we'll get that up and running. Also, we're gonna get this the heavy suit up and running, which we're gonna do like today. Now we're gonna do some upgrades as well to some of our other equipment to test it out relatively soon. So should we do this now? We'll do this now. So what we'll do is I'm gonna change. I'm gonna actually stand here and save, and then we're gonna try out the heavy suit. I have actually managed to read the patch notes. Yeah, we've got external oxygen, so I can take off the helmet. Actually, you know what? Before we do any of that, let's pop in here quickly, and we're gonna take off our helmet. And I'm gonna sort out my inventory first, because it's been driving me nuts. This music is way too loud. Let me see if I can just turn it down here a bit. I think the current toggle switch for music is actually broken. Just turn it down a bit, but not really a lot. Right, let's sort out our O2 issues. I think we're low on... Yeah, we are low on O2, so we'll switch the O2 around. We'll also tidy up our oxygen. We're going to tidy out our inventory as well. Right, so that's that full. Right, we'll switch those two around. We'll tidy up that. I'm also just trying to remember what I did in what episode. because I generally don't remember what I did, so I'm winging this a little bit. I might mix up a few episodes, but for the most part, we're doing what I've already done for the last 3 hours. I actually recorded 3 hours worth of content and then realized that the recording wasn't actually recording. Yeah, that wasn't good. Put it that way. I was not a happy chappy. But yeah, heavy suit is going to come out. We're going to just switch batteries around. So let's just switch our suit battery because this one is currently low. We did do this, I believe, in this episode, but yeah, let's transfer. So that's going to go on charge. We're also going to make one more battery as well, because the current suit requires 3. So they're all going to go into our main batteries and everything. Right? Okay, we need. What do we need here? We need. Okay, we've done water. Right? Okay, good. Let's sort this out. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to use this crate here. I'm going to pop it in our inventory. Where we're going to grab a couple of those out. I'm going to grab 2 of those out. That one's now empty. We're going to fix this circuit boards, and I want at least 3 of those. I think we're going to use a few more later on. I think we should be good. So small circuit boards are going to go here at the front. Large ones are going to go up at the top. I think that's what I did. Mediums are going to go there, but that one's going to stay on my inventory. We're going to fix that today, or later on today. But first things first, we're actually going to go and sort out our heavy suit, I think. Yeah, let's go do that now, because I want to do that. So what I'll do is I'm going to quickly do a save, and then we'll hit up the heavy suit. So you guys give me a minute while I just do a quick save, and then we'll give the heavy suit a go. Just before I do though, I have read the patch notes in the latest release, which they've done like the hot fix. I believe they fixed the suit. If not, I know what the issue is, what's causing us to go through walls and stuff. So I'll be able to turn off that setting, and hopefully everything should return to normal. If not, we'll have to revisit the suit when they fix the update. I can't play that update though, because for whatever reason on that update, it's not letting me record. So it's just, for whatever reason, the video is just not working properly. So anyway, I will save and I will be right back. Okay guys, we are back. We're after a fresh save. Let's hit up the suit, shall we? So here we go. Suit on. There we go. The suit is on. Let's see if we go through any walls. So there we go. They have fixed it. So what we'll do as well is we'll just change our suit colors to something I like. I like that color, and I want that to be not brown but like black. There we go. There we go. That is pretty much our suit. They fixed it. So yeah, I don't need to do anything like that, but I'm still recording too, which is a good thing. Why is my suit O2 really low? Why is the readout low? I'm not sure. But what we'll do though is we'll go steal some batteries from over here, because we need 2 more batteries. So let's pop these into here. There we go. So we're now populated fully with suit batteries. We've got a nice fresh suit on. We can also put the helmet on, which we'll, when we go outside, we'll do that. But we'll wait for now. Is there anything else I need? Yeah, we're going to go fix that circuit board a little bit later on today, which should be fine. I don't think there's anything else. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll go do some botany stuff while we're here. Because I think everything in here is ready to be transplanted outside. Yeah. What about in here? Are these ready to go? Yeah, they're ready to go. This is where I don't remember what I've done because forgetful me gets, and then those are in there as well. And then we've also got these guys out here, which are still growing, which is nice. Yeah, we'll move everything outside, and then we'll go do that. What's next? Right. So sorry if I feel like I'm rushing this. I'm not. We've got a lot to do this week. So we're just trying our best. Also I need to go grab some more silicon. We're low on silicon. I think that was the main point in us actually going outside before. But let's put the helmet on. There we go. There's our new shiny fancy helmet. Almost looks like Master Chief. The helmets. I'm not gonna lie. I actually really do like the colors and everything. But yeah, we've got quite a bit to do in the next few episodes. I think next episode is just going to be a chill one. We go mine and stuff like that. So if you guys are not interested, then I'll probably give that one a miss. While we're here though, as well, I'm actually going to print up another suit battery, wherever it is. There we go, suit battery. Print one of those up. What else do we need? We need some silicon. So I think if I remember rightly, I brought 100 silicon with me, which was more than enough. I think I only added 25, I think. Split that into 225s. We're going to get a load more silicon anyway in the next episode. Well, next episode probably. It might be. We'll get more calcium ion and everything like that as well. So we also printed we also printed that suit battery, which we'll go put on charge now as well. It's a lot backwards and forwards. It's going to be this episode, I'm not gonna lie. Guess we'll go to greenhouse number 2 as well. What we'll do is we'll just take our helmet off just because we don't need it inside. So we'll take it off. We'll lower these down just because they're too high. And we'll check these because I don't... Yeah, there was something in one of those. I thought there was. Alright, there we go. Right. Let's start moving stuff around anyway. Right, let's get these outside, I think. Because they're not needed in here anymore. Need to go third person because I can't quite see. Oh. Yeah, with them being a big plant, it's sometimes hard to see where we're clicking. But there we go, we're good. Right, so let's just pop that in our pocket for a minute because I think we're out of this. So let's put that in there. Let's recycle that. That gives me an extra 25. I can't remember if I went out twice. I might have. If I have to go out and get some more, I'll go out and get some more. But yeah, we're gonna have to put some more soil out. A lot more soil. I think I put 100 in here, you know. I really do. I think I put 100 in and then I came back and put more in. So I think it's 150. This thing holds 158. Yeah, I think I actually went out and got some more. Then I put the rest over here, I think. Yeah, we need to increase that side a bit more. I think that's what I did. Yeah, I think I put the other half in here. And then right, while we're on, we'll just we'll knock these up just so those can continue to grow. Did I not put any more soil in that side? Oh, I obviously didn't. There we go. I think that might be enough, actually. Not enough soil. Yeah, I must have went out and got some more. Right, let's go outside and get some more. I think if I remember rightly now, I did 2 trips. Probably exactly the same thing I'm doing now. Because, well, it happened like well over 3 hours ago when I did this. So, trying to remember exactly what I did 3 hours ago is a challenge in itself. But after the first episode I recorded, which is going to be this one, I'm actually going to stop and make sure that everything recorded fine. And then record 2 more after that. Right, yeah, I think it came out here. Let's get 100 more. And what we'll do is I'm going to split that stack. And then split the stack again. And I think I only put 25 in. Give that a go. Did we actually put the super battery on charge? Is my next question. No, we didn't. Right, okay, we'll go do that now. Before we continue any further, we'll go put that super battery in. Actually, no, we'll do the plants first, and then we'll do the super battery. Right. I think now we can take the helmet off for like the rest of the day, probably. We're probably going to spend most of the time actually in the base in the next, well, at least this episode, and yeah, at least this episode. Next episode, we're going to go outside and do some other bits and bobs. Right, I think I need to put 25 into here. Cycle. That there should be more than enough for what we need. That one there. Right, let's make sure that all of this is set correctly. We can bring that down. That's set, that's set, that's set, that's set. There we go. So everything is now currently set to the way it needs to be. Right, let's go do this battery and then we'll come back in here and we'll finish off that. But what we'll do is I'm going to put the rest of the silicon in here. Just so it's somewhere where I know where it is, just in case we need it again. Right, what do we come in here for? We came in here for super battery. Super battery place, transfer. There we go. That one's already on like 60% as well. Just not bad at all. I just hope that our base can handle... we'll be able to handle all 3 when we put them on charge, because we've got a plan for that. Anyway, right, let's move all these guys out. I think we put them in here. Oh. And we'll start filling up this one. There we go. Looks about right to me. Let's just make sure all these are turned on. There we go. So that there should be producing those perfectly fine. Right, let's shut off all the incubators, shall we? Oh, well, those incubators are already still on because they've got stuff in them. Right, so what we'll do is we'll move those ones out as well. Actually, no. Why am I putting them in there? They don't need to go in there. They need to go in here. Oh, you idiot. Alright, we'll move them. Don't you guys worry. I forgot a step. What happens when you're rushing around trying to remember stuff which you can't remember. Right, let's go turn on this before they wither too much. There we go. They're all on. Right. So these are only on stage 2, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, they need to go in here. Like I could put them straight in there, but they'll just take forever to grow. They'll go in here next. We're empty. Right, let's turn this on. I think there's some next door, isn't there? Let's run next door and let's go grab them from there. Also nighttime now. And that's everything from in here. We'll turn this off. It doesn't waste our valuable resources. A lot of to and fro, but hey, I enjoy doing this, so there we go. Right, they're all growing in there, which is fine. So let me just knock all those up to what they need to be. Right, there we go. They're all good. Right, so we can turn these off anyway because they're no longer needed at the minute. There we go. Right. Let's go. Actually, let's before we go any further, let's put this back in here. Another thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go do some skills now. So let's go learn some stuff, and we'll go fix the circuit board. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do some tech tree stuff. So in botany, I don't think there's anything else left in here we need to grab. So we're going to leave the majority of this for now. Yeah, well, botany's done. Electricity, I believe, is also done. Let me have a look. Yeah, electricity's also done, so we don't need to worry anything about that. In here, everything is done as well. So yeah, the only one really we need to focus on is this one. What I actually did do though is I did get the Detector 3 and the Jackhammer 3. But we didn't do it in this episode, I don't think. I do need some more in here. I sort of really want to get Detector 3 now, but you know what? Let's get Detector 3 now. Actually, no, let's not. We'll wait. Let's repair this circuit board first, then. Alright, let's put the circuit board in. Let's, we can repair. There we go. So, oh, this is slightly different to what we had before. So, looks like we've got a bad path on one side. We've got a resistor and something else. Right, so I think we'll do the big component first, which I think is actually missing on this board. Yeah, it is. It's missing. Right, so it's the big component, which I think is this one here. We can pop that on. Let's use the soldering iron to fix it down. It's only got so many connections on it. Just nice and easy to do. I really wish soldering was as easy as this in real life. Right, I think then one of the this capacitor here is completely blown, which I think we need to use some hot air to get it off. Is there any more? Yeah, there's one more. Look, let's use the hot air. There we go. So I think, yep, there we go. We can take that off now. What were you? You were a resistor type 3. Where's my resistors? Here. There we go. Right, now we need to just solder it back down to the boards. And grab this one. Bill. There we go. Right, okay, so now we need to figure out where this bad path is here. So, just looking at the boards. It looks like it's here. There it is, right there. What is it to make the thing go there like that? Zoom in a bit more, make it a bit easier for me. Sounds like the sound's gone there a bit. Quite hard to get this one done, actually. Even on a higher zoom. Yeah, oh there we go. Then my shift's now working again. There we go. There you go. Prepared. Just like that. That was fairly easy, to be honest with you. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll put this one in our utility pack, which is now in here with us. Right, so we need food. Let's consume some food. We need to go take some water. What time is it? What's the current time in game? 1 AM. I guess we'll go sleep then. We'll sleep until morning. We actually didn't get this day done too bad, actually. Then we'll have a conversation about some things, I think. Right, let's sleep. Let's sleep till 6:30. Sunrise is about that time, so... Oh, also our suit colors keep on disappearing, so even if I do set them and they disappear, so we'll just have to we'll have to live with what we've got. Unfortunately. That's alright. There we go. There's the autosave done. Alright, what we'll do then is it's sunrise now. What else can we do? So we've sorted out the stuff in there, right? I think let's head outside and we'll go have a conversation about a few other bits and pieces, which I need to have a word with you guys about. So, since we don't know that much about power and stuff like that, about the wind turbines, I've done some testing off camera as well as bits and pieces. These wind turbines, so I think the best way of setting up something with them is probably with putting a battery in line as well. I will mention this in later videos on down during the week. But these currently produce how much is it? It's like right now it's producing 5.8. That is one of the lows it produces. I think one of the highs is about like 6.5. Like if you sort of like imagine like what they should produce is 6 constantly. If there were a solar panel, they would produce 6 constantly as long as they're in the sun. These have a rise and a fall. So you might get like they were then, you might be getting, say, 5.8 as the low, but then you also might get 6.5 as a high. This up and down motion, it needs to be smoothed out with a battery. I do believe. I think that it's the best way of doing it. So, like, what the battery will do is you don't really have to have that much of a battery for it. You can do it with like one battery extension, but then that there will allow it to rise above. Like obviously when it rises above the 6, anything you collect after that goes into the battery, which allows it to be stored. And then when you hit that low, you just use the little bit of battery power for when it's in the low to output. Then if it's creating the constant 6, then your battery's not outputting anything. It's not it's like a flat line. So yeah, I think that's the way we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna actually take some of the bits and pieces which is getting powered by the base's power and unplug those and use them elsewhere. Also, I do want to get some of the base running off of wind. I think it's a good way of producing power. And then whatever shortcomings it has, I'll put a battery in line. Charge up the battery enough to where the battery's got enough pull on it to feed the base, and then that there should hopefully cope with the valleys and peaks of wind production. It should take some pressure off of the solar, but obviously we'll still be using solar as a main source of power. I do want to power most of this here with the solar anyway. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I want to power this off of wind instead of solar. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably use this to run this with that battery, but then I'll probably only have like 2 panels instead of what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8 of them total. Just down to 2. I think it'll be a nice step in the right direction. We are going to redesign most of this, but we're also going to try out something else as well today. I forgot that I did this in the first playthrough. We're going to check this out quickly, which is a couple of things I haven't actually placed yet. I did show them off in my first time playing this week. I'm going to show them off again because I thought it was interesting. So let's just grab one of everything here, and we'll just pull all this in. And we actually are going to recycle some of this as well, just so you guys know. Especially like these, I'm going to recycle a lot of the small pipes. They're just at the minute they're a bit stupid and a bit pointless. So yeah, we're going to redesign. Sorry, we're going to recycle, not redesign. Sorry, I'm so used to saying redesign all of a sudden. I think I'll take some more small engines because we're going to be using a few more of those today. Rather have enough because I know what I'm going to get up to and I need to know. I think we've got aluminium plates and everything down here, so we'll take those aluminium plates. We'll take those steel plates, and I think that is everything. I think. No, I don't have any small pipes, so we'll take those small pipes too. There we go. Take those. Right. Okay. Let's go start building, shall we? We're going to do a couple of bits and pieces. Actually, while we're over here, I know I'm going to need them. We're going to take pipes with us, some water and gas pipes. We're also going to do some recycling as well. One of you guys has actually said we can recycle some of these. So that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to recycle quite a few of them. I can't remember exactly how many I recycle in the end, actually. I know I recycle quite a few. Oh, what I'm going to recycle is quite a few anyway. But yeah, that is going to be the plan. We're also going to redesign most of this. I can't wait for the pumping stations to come out, the extensions. It'll tidy up a lot of this. As well, I really want to redesign some of the water stuff. I think this side of it over here is fine. I think it's just this side what needs some redesigning. I do want to move these big tanks somewhere else. I'm going to probably move them from up here, maybe he's down there, in between that workshop and that greenhouse. Just somewhere there, like tucked in out the way. Probably the same with the oxygen. There's only one reason I'm going to do that though. I do want to keep a big tank of oxygen, because this is going to produce oxygen anyway. I want to store it somewhere. If I start, like say for whatever reason, I go out, explore, use a whole tank of oxygen on the rover, come back, I can fill it up quickly, go back out again, and then say I come back again and need to quickly fill it up. But obviously this takes a lot of time to produce the amount of oxygen for the rover. I can refill the rover as fast as I want, when I want, or if they bring out more stuff in the game, I've got a tank full of oxygen for whatever I need it for. That is the long game, it's the long play. For water, I like having lots of water on tap, just in case. I'm gonna keep the tank of water. I'm gonna move it probably down there, but it's gonna stay, mainly. Another guy, same guy said, why don't you connect up multiple different things to multiple different points on the on your base, which we do have now. We have the point there on the side of that workshop. We've got that one there on the front, on the lobby. We've also got one on that workshop, one on the greenhouse, one on the other greenhouse, and then one on the canteen. Yeah, I could do that. There's only one thing. I don't really want to have loads of wires and pipes and everything laid all over the place. I think it looks a little bit messy. Yes, it looks like lived in and looks like it's working and stuff like that, but to be honest with you guys, I don't mind a couple of pipes running to it. It's when we've got like you know, quite a few getting trailing across, it starts to look a little bit silly. I think like 2 might be alright, but when we've got like 5 or 6 and stuff like that going down to it, it's gonna wind me up more than anything. It's more my sanity than it is your guys, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think the water production over here is fine for the most part. It's the oxygen side of it. I want to redesign it. I want to put 2 oxygen generators on here instead of 1. Right now we've only got like 4 of these here which are producing oxygen. That's it. It's not really a lot. I think really if we put another one on the side of each one, we could increase our production quite rapidly. I will still keep the connections where they are. It's just that with the oxygen, I'll probably have another oxygen wire coming out, which would have to connect into the umpty-9 oxygen stuff over here. And it would, I guess, in a way, double our production. Another thing I haven't actually shown you guys is the new interface. I like the new interface over the old one. It also tells you what the efficiency is. Like right now it's on 71. Everything's on 71% efficiency. But yeah, one thing we haven't got is methane yet. I actually don't know how to produce methane. I know you do it on these, but I've actually not done it yet. I think the only thing what takes methane is the jetpack, and I haven't actually built that yet. But what we are going to build though is we're actually going to build a couple of things I said I was going to build and actually haven't yet. We're going to build them here where I built them the first time because I thought this was probably the best place to do them. I'm actually going to build these. So the 3-in-1. Gotta flip it around the other way though. This is just so I can reverse up to them. I think they'll be good here for now. They're out the way enough to not be in the way of anything, I don't think. Yeah, there won't be. We're actually going to fill them up quickly. So let's build this one as well. I think they'll do. Yeah, they're close enough together. I think that's about where I spaced them before. They're sort of in the way a little bit, but they're out the way of over here, which is the main thing. I think I can get the rover through there. Yeah, I can get the rover through there. Pull up there if I need to. That, I don't really have to because we're going to sort out the rest of our problems. Anyway, let's build these things up. I'm also going to upgrade my tools, by the way. I'm going to upgrade this tool. I think I already have the upgrade for this. I just haven't really unlocked it yet. We'll be doing that probably next episode anyway. So we're going to be doing some building in Wednesday's episode. So yeah, so in this one here, if you hover over here, you've got like the inputs. This only holds like 3,000 oxygen, water, or methane. You can only connect one up. So what we are going to do is we're actually going to fill the oxygen side of it up. We're actually going to take some oxygen out of here and then run some oxygen pipe over. Another thing I realized as well, when you actually fill these things up, there we go. It does it in floors of 1,000, I do believe. So if we say connect oxygen up, you should see it jump up by 1,000. You should see it twice. So it's like a tick where it like just fills 1,000, then there's 1,000, there's 1,000. We'll see it here in a second when it decides to tick. There you go. So there's the first 1,000. I know we don't actually have a lot in that tank. What's in that tank is not going to fill up this one. So this one here has 250,000. So yeah, the tank on this is quite good. What I was thinking is we could take one of these with us, like when we go exploring or something, and then just, you know, fill that up. But I think really when we go exploring, it's not really the oxygen's an issue. It's more storage, like bringing stuff back. Which is why I like the container on the back instead of the oxygen tank. It's nice, but yeah. Anyway, there you go. There's the 3,000 oxygen in there. Just pop that in there. This should tick up. I think I've only got like something like maybe it's like 3,000 and something. Which is going to take a while to fill up. The only thing is though, on those big tanks, there's no readout. On these, there's a readout. I might replace that tank with this. I might just. It's smaller. It also gives me a readout of how much oxygen's in it. I can pull straight from. I can move this around if I want to. I don't have the big beast on display, which is huge and, to be honest with you, in the way. I can always move that tank down there when we move the other tanks. I'm probably going to tuck them in towards the building and then build out around them, so we won't see them that much really, but then we'll have like pipes rolling out and where we can hook up the rover and stuff like that. I think another good thing about the wind is we can use the wind as a sort of source to fill up the rover or the rest of our other vehicles. I don't really want to start pulling power from the main base's energy supplies. I think as well, having wind on the base and then having batteries in line with the base, it helps. Like these things are going to overproduce during like storms and stuff. So it'll be nice to have, when they overproduce, it takes the stress off of the solar while the solar cleans itself. we can just, like, you know, leave the solar off for a few days. I guess it'll trickle in some power, but we can just go outside, knock the power up from the wind, and then just use, you know, what we made from the wind power. Go into the base. And I think that is, I think it's a lot better, to be fair. I am gonna get some of the non-critical stuff off the base, like like this is gonna happen this week. We're doing a bit of a redesign. We're gonna take off the rocket launchers, which is gonna protect the base. We're also gonna buff the defenses a little bit more as well. Right, this here should have had enough time to tick up to what I wanted. Yeah, so yeah, we've got about like 6,000 currently produced. So that tank is currently empty. That is it. That is more or less exactly what I had the first time I played through. So yeah, good to know that nothing's changed. But yeah, tell me what you think about that. I definitely think maybe he's putting power in somewhere else. I do want to build out more this way, so I do might put like a wind farm on the top of the mountain or something. Start that off and then have one way run back and connect up into that workshop or something. If I have to, if I make enough water over here, I will probably pump it in just a one port, maybe it's 2 maximum. But we will start to use up more ports as we go forward. Currently this battery bank here, that's currently full. That's going to stay full. I think we're producing enough power from it to fill up all the batteries now. I don't think I'm going to be adding any more than 3 to this. Yeah, this one's currently full, so I think we've got enough power here now for, I think, if I remember rightly, it's somewhat along the lines of a good day or 2, I think. Without sitting down and actually doing the math, I wouldn't really know. So I'll probably actually sit down and do the math. Like, you guys have just seen everything there. So the total base output currently is 320 currently. So yeah, we've probably got like enough battery power for probably a good few days, to be honest with you guys. I probably don't need to worry about that much at all. But yeah, that's the plans. Anyway, we'll rip out some of the stuff so the base is getting more power. We won't be powering these rocket launchers off of the base anymore. We're going to move those away onto their own little power source, which, to be fair, if it goes down, as long as it's not in case of emergencies, like if we're in like emergency, there's meteors coming out of the sky, they need to be powered up. But I don't really want to be messing around with the base too much. I want the base to produce what the base is producing, using what it's using, and the rest of it can, you know, like, I was debating about moving the crusher as well off the base power, but I want the crusher on the base power. Just because it's true and tested. It's solar power, we know what happens with it. Sun goes down, we are on battery power. We can, to be honest with you, it uses 20. It's not that much, really. And the guns, like, the base is currently using what, 300? Well, actually not quite 300. It's about like 270, I think, off the top of my head. You know what? Let's go have a look. I think the base is using about like 220-ish. Sorry, 270-ish. That's currently with the way it's sat currently with the all the plants and everything like that. So yeah, so no, it's using about like 250, about 250. We're overproducing just a tad, but that's fine. I'd rather keep it that way. I'd rather have the base have enough power than not enough. I really just want the base to be its own entity. as long as we can have the base out off on its own, if anything goes wrong with the base, well, at least then we know it's the base. I don't have to go through and troubleshoot anything else. I know where everything is. Isolate things if they need isolating. I think like having the defenses on their own thing, one, it's better for them to know that if for whatever reason they're not working, I know that I need to go have a look at that particular thing, e.g. these, instead of the base battery, and see what's going on with the base. It's like one of those things, like if part of the base is not working, it makes it easier to troubleshoot. It's one, making my life easier. Two, it just means that I don't have to worry about power and everything else. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll rip down most of these panels. We're going to use these to power this up with the battery in line. I think we'll use the battery what's over there. I'm not going to waste any power in the long run. So what I'll probably do is might have to daisy chain a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll probably daisy chain from up there, from that battery down to this one, then output from this one out over to this one. But we'll take this battery out of line. We'll probably pump up power straight from that to this, and then from this out to that, if that makes sense to you guys. And then then we'll probably have to pump power from there back out of over there to the battery, come back. So yeah, it's going to be like a loop-de-loop of power, but we should be okay, I think. I might redesign some of that. I might even rip most of that out, actually, thinking about it. And I might move that. Actually, I might keep this battery here, but then pull power from down there into this. Yeah, that's what I might do. I might just rip out that battery there, drain it fully, pull the power down to here, pull the power into here, then this will be our main battery. But we'll need to drain that one up there first. It just means what I'll do is I'll just run another cable out of there down into there, then it'll feed into here. But then we'll use that battery, we'll deplete it first, just so what power we've got. I might even fill up the rover. I also want to do the rover experiment again. I know this is a lot condensed down into one video, but yeah, I really want to do the rover experiment again, where we check the power on it, see how much it uses again. I think it's a big full battery into that. But yeah, it might be another thing. We have our own like little separate area where we can produce some power. It might not be a lot of power, but it might just be enough just to charge up the rover. It might be a big battery somewhere where we can plug in. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that as well. That don't actually look sick at night. I've actually never really realised that before. Not in all of the playthroughs, but yeah, tell me what you guys think. That's the plans anyway for this really. This is the base upgrades. The base needs looking after, really. The extra plans for the extension of the base, I'm not sure yet. One thing I really want to do though is I really want to change where the canteen is. So I do want where the canteen is currently. I want that canteen to be the second greenhouse, and the second greenhouse to be where the canteen is. But yeah, we'll have to figure that one out soon rather than later. But that's fine. Yeah, I think as well somebody mentioned that I could make signs in here. And I've just remembered now. Now I'm curious. There's a plank crate. I'm actually just going to have a quick read through here. I also want to get the rover power extensions as well, and then do the test on those. But we're not going to do those yet. I actually don't even know where to plug those into yet. I haven't figured that out. Also realised as well there's a rocket A kit, a rocket B kit, and a rocket kit. I'm not sure what we can do with those. Also, I want to know what the universal wall panel is. Don't know what that is either. just have a scroll down here just to see what we can see. See if I can figure out where these signs are, because these signs might come in proper clutch if I can find them. Somebody did mention you could get them in the 3D printer. Battery rack, dome. No, can't search for it either. Yeah, I'm not seeing it unless I'm just being blind and not really reading it. If anybody sees it, let me know. But yeah, that's one of the things it would be nice in the base to have. Is just signs pointing saying, oh yeah, this is where Workshop 3 is, this is where Workshop 2 is, or whatever. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'll have to actually go back and read the comment again just to figure out what they're called. I can't remember if he said or not, but yeah, I'm not really seeing them. But yeah, it would be nice to know where they are, if they're there or not. But yeah, let's head inside. We're probably going to have to do some more gardening tomorrow, but yeah, I think we'll go out and do some mining tomorrow. We're going to do some other bits and pieces as well. So we need to sort out our hydration. I think that suit looks sick though. Even in black, it actually doesn't look too bad. It's just a shame that it's not keeping its colours. But yeah. Let's go hydrate and then we'll call it a day, I think. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one though. It's been a bit of a ramble episode, quickly get stuff done. I think we really need to go get some more skills in... if we just open up this, we need to go get some more skills in here. I do want to get this, and this in the next one. But for now, I think we're good. I think this is a good place to end it though, as well. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the series and everything so far, please do hit the like button. If you aren't, there's always that dislike button right next door. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. In the next one, we'll go do some mining. So if you guys like mining, then stick around for it. If not, then you can probably listen to me ramble and talk about some stuff. I don't know. I think I've got some topics I want to talk about. So hopefully that this one hasn't been thrown at you too much. I try to cram as much as I could into one episode. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed and everything. If you guys have, hit that like button. If you haven't, dislike button's right next door. And subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I will see you guys all in the next one.
What the fuck are you doing, boy?